So did was the 441 Marshals, peace, love, and all that goodness. Back with another episode of the TikTok Planetary Series. We're looking at Jupiter today. How you feeling? How you loving? Today is currently Friday. It's a Venusian day, but the energy is similar. I got the red on. Jupiter is very vibrant, very fiery. It is possessed by the Sagittarius constellation, and she is the most powerful of the fire signs. You have intermittent fire, like bursts, and that's what Sagittarius does. So Jupiter is basically the alignment of expansion and the things that you are going to grow from tiny mustard seeds, and the creativity that you breathe into it intermittently will feed it an enormous beyond life type of energy, So you'll have Jupiter in your chart, the actual planet. Look and see which house it is represented inside of your natal wheel. That's one thing you want to look and also see where Sagittarius constellation resides at in your natal wheel, which will possibly be a different house. And you also want to give a look at Pisces, because Pisces is a co-ruler of this Jupiter quality, and it kind of affects the spiritual awakening side of things. So look at those spaces, and it'll give you a kind of vibe of what your Jupiter is like. Jupiter typically is like that cool ass auntie. She got all the money. She know all the answers to the questions. She usually solo dolo all the time, not with a group. But you can always rely on that cool auntie to give you some information that you did not know. And she just kicking all kind of different facts to you. You know what I mean? So what does this mean? This means wherever Jupiter is in your chart, you are going to grow your tiny little heart. Your tiny little heart is going to be right there, and you're going to have a knack for that space, and you're going to just always yearn to be a big girl or a big boy in that space. But you have to go through the proper channels to get through the full expansion of what it is that you see in your mind, because as Jupiter is here in this chart or in this house, like, I'm going to be great here, like this area of life. So for instance, you have Jupiter in the first house. You're going to have a very, very gullible baby mentality because Jupiter is in the first house of Aries. So you're going to be looked at as a very inadequate type of person. So it's going to affect your self-awareness. But in the growth and development of that Jupiter, you will have such a confidence and such an optimism that nothing can stop you, and you're going to have a vibrant aura of being, because first house Aries is exalted in the sun. So that will be an example of first house Jupiter. You look at third house Jupiter, and you may have a very, very shy space of when it comes to public speaking, public appearance, being around and networking, talking to others. You may stutter a lot. You may say, you know what I mean? And those things may stricken you at first. But as you grow, as you persistently work on these things, you find that you get better and better and better. And wherever this Jupiter energy is in your chart, you always have room for growth. You never stop growing as you get 80, 90 years old, 100, and you reach your deathbed, and you turn 200, and you finally pass away. You never stop growing. Y'all see how I did that? Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna live to 200, so y'all just watch me work. All right, let's focus. So Jupiter, like I said, is ruled by Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about philosophy, one's viewpoint, the broader space of view, actual traveling, different mindsets of religion. So all of these things encapsulate the growth of a being, because when you get a better perception, you can when you get a clearer perception, you can see it better. You know what I mean? We all perceive things in our own manner, but the perception of particular things are what they are. Like, this is a water bottle. You know what I mean? But if I'm looking at it from this side, it says natural spring water. If you're looking at it from this side, it's just a water bottle and it has a UPC number. You understand? So depending on the viewpoint that you have, you are limited. But if you look at at the entire water bottle, then it's like, okay, I can see everything about this. It has the price. It says it's recyclable. It has 16.9 fluid ounces. You understand? You have the full perception of it. And now that's Jupiter in its expanded, developed quality. So you always want to be growing, and you always want to be manifesting, because Jupiter is a very powerful space in your chart. And I believe that kind of connects you to your solar plexus energy. And the solar plexus energy is your spiritual space of mind. It's kind of like, you know how in the Matrix movie they have you plugged up, and you be plugged up. I think they have you plugged up on the stomach in the movie, but it might be the head or some other shit. But you know how you're plugged up to the stomach in the womb. That's a more appropriate example. In the womb, you're plugged up to the stomach, because that's how the source feeds you and guides you into your own existence. And then they clip you right there and you have a belly button. So that's your solar plexus energy that basically intakes the etheric knowledge, and it builds inside of your, astral body. Also, I neglected to speak on the ninth house. Also, see what is going on in the ninth house of your astral wheel. If you don't understand what I'm saying, text me, DM me, send me a message. I'll give you a message back. If you don't understand what I'm saying, look it up on YouTube. If you don't understand what I'm saying, look it up on Google. But these things are very important to the development of your natural being. And a lot of us can naturally, organically develop these planetary placements. But if we do not understand what each of these planetary placements represent within our body and our being, we might fall short, or we may lack a particular detail. You know what I mean? I look at astrology as that Mortal Kombat wheel. You know what I mean? So if you 80s baby, you remember these Mortal Kombat cheat code books. You gotta remember the cheat code books, but in perspective, video games are made, but they are how do you say it? They are built in with cheat codes so that you can enjoy the game in a better fashion. Do you feel me? Does anybody out here feel me? So play Mortal Kombat and you don't know the fatalities. You're going to pause the game right when you bust them up. You're going to open this book up. You can write up, down, left, right, back, forward. And you're going to up, down, left, right, back, forward. And you're going to put the fatality in motion, and you'll be wild out. You can be like, oh, everybody in the room going to be wilding. Oh, he did the. So look at your astrology chart. Use your astrology chart as the cheat code to gain access to better versions of yourself and better options of yourself, more optimal views for yourself, and fuel yourself with more potency. Peace, y'all.